Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No.
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 Thank you.
No. No, I'm
Oh,
not.
Don't be such a baby.
I'm not.
Bye bye.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Unattached, I see.
I'm back. I'm back. I know I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep playing, but we gotta keep playing, bro. We gotta keep playing. We got to. We have to. I'm sorry. This game is fun. This game is interesting. I gotta get those other endings. I know there's more personalities we didn't get. There's no way it's just them few. There's no way. No way, no sir, no how. So we gonna get the other outcomes. Yeah. We're gonna get them other outcomes. I do wonder about the gallery. How do I access memories? Is this how you do it? Oh, beginnings and endings. So this is a beginning, the end of everything. Oh, and the spaces in between. Oh, shoot. So this is cool, knowing what I have gotten and what I haven't. I've missed a lot, as you can see. One of them you can't see, I'm kind of blocking. Oops. One of them you can't really see, I'm blocking it, but we have a lot of them. We've gotten a few, but we're also missing quite a few. So yeah, we gonna keep running. We are completionists around here. I don't know if anybody has done told you yet. I don't know if you knew that. If you follow me on twitch.tv/FetchRunRayNow, you'll know that when we say we complete games, we mean that. We complete games. I am a completionist at heart. So now my little brain's not gonna be satisfied, so all those things are a lot. So we're back in it, yes sir! We're back in it, yes sir! Yes sir. Okay. So let's hop back into it, shall we? Let's hop right back into it, shall we? Okay, so you guys, I was looking at some of the ones we missed, and some of the blacked out ones had little hints. I only read like 2 or 3 of them. I might go back and look at them to figure out the hints again and come back here. You probably won't see those parts. Whatever have you. I didn't want to spoil them because I want us to all experience the same things. So I didn't want to do too much. But we're gonna figure out them other pathways. We're gonna figure them out. So like you did, and I think in like the 3rd or 4th video, you see I was cutting more to the chase. We're gonna start getting to that a little bit more. But you're probably gonna see a lot of things from the beginning too, because I think a lot of choices in the beginning part might also set the stage on how the story goes. So I think, I remember I was trying to do it in the later chapters, but I didn't start to try to do, was just leave. Like, just refuse to go in the cabin at all. I want to try to do that and see what happens with that, and then we'll just keep trying to find new pathways from there.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Because I think if I try to do this in the very beginning and not the end, it will have like a different kind of outcome on the story. I was always trying to do it in like a 2nd or 3rd chapter, but by that point, things have been established by that point.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I feel like also refusing to speak to him also does some
down the path you came.
Because this is what happened, and we ended up back here
Oh, would
anyway.
you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
Yeah. I think I just fought. I was like, oh, there's no fighting, and so I went inside. But I'm gonna say, like, I'm just gonna keep tracking through the wilderness till I find a way out. Yeah, I'm just not gonna go.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Imagine if every one of these cabins represented a different personality outcome! Imagine! I'm telling y'all, I'd be big brain.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
You got angry real fast.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The stranger.
A warning before you
Oh,
go.
not the walls.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay, yeah, so I can't refuse anymore. I've already
The cabin
refused them.
interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Okay, so I think this time I'm just gonna let her free. Just verbatim. And then maybe try to do this again, and then slay her afterwards to see what happens. But we'll see. We'll
The only
do it.
furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Because I don't know what her personality is gonna be like
If you
at
want us
all.
to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Our old friend. Our friend is back. Hello again.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to
Listen to
describe
the music get
facts as
distorted.
facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly,
That's
if
crazy.
you don't mind.
That's so crazy.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
This narrator finna hate my guts, bro. Because I'm not doing it. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement
Oh.
creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
What in the...
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine
What
your
the Alice in
surroundings,
Wonderland is
the
going
more
on here?
confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Interesting.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No.
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 Thank you.
No. No, I'm
Don't
not.
be such a baby.
I'm not.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall.
That's correct.
No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Facts. Facts. Oh. Oh, wow. Take the soft stairs. Take the... Let's just stay in the set. Oh, wait. No. Save. This is what saving is for. This is what saving is for. This is what saving is for. Gosh darn it. This is what saving is for. Gosh darn it. This is what saving is for. I don't remember why I saved this one, but we're gonna keep it anyway. This is what saving is for, ladies and gentlemen. I think, though, my brain's thinking two things. One, my brain was like, go to the soft stairs so we can, like, see, like, a whole... I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like the harsh stairs is the soft personality. The soft stairs are the harshest personality. And then the middle stairs is just neutral ground, regardless. So I just want a plain on this, because I don't know I'm being lied, even in this lied to. So I'm just gonna take the center stairs, but I'm definitely gonna come back and see what the left and right stairs do. We're definitely gonna see what stairs do. Each stair does, and if it even makes a difference.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Right.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish. until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
That was fire. That was fire! Was that all the outcomes I got so far? And then we just got to... Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if going down the other staircases would even make a difference. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
It's like we got it's like they're receiving memories they haven't even gotten. I feel like they just got a lot of the memories from the old runs back.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
Ish. Oh, there's a lot of sets of different reasons. Those are the defaults. I like these. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
Does she know me? Is she questioning me like she remembers everything?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Okay.
She's so... blank. I have no idea who she is.
Okay, so he doesn't remember anything.
Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart.
Okay.
If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Oh, nuts. This is nuts.
We can do that?
Right?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
My guy, we are seeing a quite literal split reality, like, right now.
Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Oh. I wanted to ask other... Why are they both the same? Oh, because there's two of... Okay. Let's see if we can split her up again. I don't even know what to ask. Or say. There's more of you
There
now.
must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Okay.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
No, but there are more of
She
you now.
fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Right.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Okay, the pool thing.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Okay, these are
You're
the
not really cut out for this, are you? Why are
splits.
you even here?
Okay. Okay, so these are all merged together for some reason, and I don't know why. But I'm just gonna click the one I'm trying to click.
Wait, that's not right.
Yeah, they're merged together.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Okay.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Okay.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Wait, what? You find the blades in your hands. All at once, you use it to strike at her. At her bindings as you remain up the stairs and Huh? What? Okay, we got a lot going on here. We got a... Bro, look at this! Wait, I gotta get out the way. Bro, look at this! This looks wild, bro. It looks wild, bro. Ah! Bro, what is going on?
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't...
I'm weak, bro. What is going on?
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
No.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I could not. I would be able to
We
tell
should
you.
help her. I think we did this.
Yeah.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Yeah.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
A lot of wow. I'll do my best. Yo. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone and replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nope, we're gonna walk
Is
through
that
that
the-
mirror, buddy. We're gonna go
I'm
to the
begging you,
mirror.
don't do this.
You'll be alright. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, I know who Shadi is and all that, so I'm gonna just run through that basic dialogue, come back, and then you're just gonna jump to the case of me at the end of the conversation I'm supposed to have with her. Okay, we're just gonna skip past that part for you guys because we've been through this already. Everything goes dark, and you die. So just so you guys know, the only thing that was different in that preceding conversation that I thought was also really interesting is that I asked her about the vessel, and she said, "I'm sorry you met this version so early in your journey." And I thought that was really interesting because she was saying things like she hasn't gotten to know herself, all these pieces merge but they don't fit, and something along those type of lines. But she was like, "I'm sorry you met this version of her so early in your journey." I thought that was really interesting. I thought that was really, 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 really interesting. So,
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
I just wanted to talk real quick. I remember I titled the video "Run Me the Ones." So I do remember in that run when we was fighting with her, you had a choice to give up, you had a choice to keep fighting, and then and then there was like a grayed out choice that you can't get to. I want to see if I can get to the grayed out choice, but I also want to see if I can get or just rather what happens if you just give up, because I know I chose kept fighting. So I'm gonna try and see what happens when you just lay down and die. You know, I'm just exploring all our options here. So let's just run this.
Spirit.
See, now everything's not grayed out. That's interesting. But yeah, we just go give up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Oh.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark.
Interesting. The tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Interesting.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Interesting. I wonder if we get a new
You're
voice.
here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess
Oh, that's
shouldn't
not what I
stop you
thought.
from saving us
Okay,
all.
wait, that's funny.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Right.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep
Voice question
secrets
mark?
from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Welcome back, Broken.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
So I'm assuming that the voices that we have available to us are still going to be one and the same. They're going to appear in different orders depending on what we do. Cause last time we got the Contrarian, I believe is how you say it. And now we have Broken. So I wonder if like most times we have like matching personality types in a room or similar. Like we had Stubborn and Contrarian. But I wonder if you can get like alternating personalities or it's completely different sides of events on the same playthrough as well. I'm very curious about that. Okay. So yeah, so we're just gonna I don't think there's much else that we can do that I'm aware of, that is. Let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
That's what we did the last round.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you
Proceed to
want,
the cabin.
I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we
Okay.
feel so small?
I wonder if this also would determine like where a certain type of chapter 3 will go. So I'm gonna hold it here. I don't mind that we gave up the first time, but I wonder if giving up a second time or killing her on the third try will do something different. So I'm gonna save right there as well.
We don't feel small. We are small.
What to do? Honestly, let's just go in the basement. Let's just have
No
a
blade this
very
time.
much a pessimist run.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs we go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Interesting.
And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
I'll shoot. Like I said, pessimist run. We're just being pessimistic this time.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
So we are we a griffin or not? Can someone confirm? Can someone confirm what we are? Because to me, anytime I see the drawings, I'm like, okay, we must be a griffin. But I remember in one of the, I think it was the what was that? The Nightmare Run, I think it was the Nightmare Run. She was talking about me having gills, and I'm like, gills? But I thought we were a bird. But she just said we were a bird. I guess it doesn't matter, but that's very interesting.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Interesting.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
This is so interesting seeing this one, knowing how the game ends now. I wish I would have seen this prior to the game, my first run, because then I would have had such more of an open understanding about why the game ended the way it did. I would have had such a better understanding about or I had a leading thought into how the game was gonna end, because this alone would have been okay, we know she's a otherworldly entity, but then this would have gave me a better perspective about what to expect. This is interesting.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Okay.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It literally does.
It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
Not at all. Pessimist run!
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
I actually don't know. Because this is what I was talking about before in the last video. She feels like the epitome of death, which is a necessary thing that's gonna happen in life. But the way she makes it sound is like she's gonna just Thanos, like a Thanos snap kind of thing. Like she just wants to take out everything. Do you plan on Like, I don't know what her mindset is. It's like she just wants to evaporate everybody with no cause. And I'm like, that's not just death. That's evisceration. That's beyond just death. That's mass destruction. And that's a whole different category. That's a whole different thing. So I don't even know, like, I can't even say what's the right or wrong thing to do here. I just preserved life last time because that's just what I thought was the right thing to do. But I don't even know what the stakes of the world are in this game at that point to even know if that was the right or wrong decision in the first place.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
Nah, I'ma do me.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
I kind of went in this run doing that already. Sorry, Mr. Narrator. Sorry. Oh, there's not even other options. It's just literally, I can't even slay her if I wanted to. That's interesting. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to. You could do whatever you want.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Oh, okay. Wow. I have questions? Question mark?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, I don't have other options anyway, so we're already here. I guess if I would have grabbed the blade, this would be a whole different type of conversation. But since I don't have it, then it is what it is.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
There wasn't any other options. This is a fire pose, by the way. Shout out to the artist. I also mean, I've been drawing little doodles for each voice. I am not trying to like rob you of your thunder. These drawings are dope. I think these drawings are fire, by the way. Shout out to the artist. I'm not sure who the artist is, but shout out to the artist. These poses, especially the dynamic poses for each personality type, this one probably has to be one of my top favorites. I think I really like this one. I think I really like the razor. I think I like the razor thing, as weird as that was. I liked the razor. The razor was cool. And all the drawings of the damsel run were really cute. Those will probably have to be my favorites so far. But this is fire. This is fire.
You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Oh, I really wish I would have saw this last run. It would have answered so many questions before I got to the end of the game.
Is she talking about you?
She very much is talking about the narrator.
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I
don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Yo, someone. So I might have to draw it with old boy from Solo Level. If I hear Rise one more time in the past few months, this Rise joint. Oh my god.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
Oh, the narrator's color change. That's wild.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Yo. This is fire. I'm so glad I saved. Because I gotta go back and grab the knife and see what happens. This is fire.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Yo, so it's just the end. So it's just the end.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
That's wild, bro. This is crazy. Oh, snatched. Snatched. Dang, she's been snatched. Wild. Wild, wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Immediately snatched. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna jump us to the end of the game. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Now that I think about it, I wonder if order matters. I wonder if collecting them in a certain order matters, because I know, like, when we got to the end of the game last time, we saw all the vessel types that we picked up. And all of them, all the ones we picked up were pretty negative, except for the damsel. But she never appeared in that callback vessel thing we were doing. They brought up the I think the nightmare, the adversary, and one other one, like the one oh, what was it? It was the one where it was just the heart in my gut, the gut slap. They brought up the razor, and they brought up the nightmare. Yeah, the nightmare. But the damsel was like nowhere near mean to be seen. I wonder if the vessels that you collect matter in order to save the world, or actually save the world. Like, convince her, like, yo, all, like, death is, even though death is necessary, is not a means to an end. I wonder. Oh, that's interesting. That I told y'all this might be a series. Man. I can't be done with it till I felt like I was done with it. That's why I'm back now. I was like, there's no way. I said, there gotta be some more to that game that I haven't seen all of it. And I was like, and I don't feel done with this game. I'm too invested. We gonna get into this game, y'all. We gonna get into this game, man. Now, yeah, I'm gonna go in, just do it without talking to her at all.
You take the blade from the table.
I don't think I've tried that.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Yeah, I don't think I've tried this, because I don't remember her ever even saying that.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I do remember this.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because when I was doing this, it was still my first run, so I think I probably talked, but we're just gonna cut to the chase.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
I did do this.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I said, oh yeah, no, I do remember this. I either said it was too easy or I had a trick, but let's just be accepting. Let's just, like I said, just cutting to the chase. Like, yeah, it is what it is.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make
we
your
didn't
way
do
back
that.
up
We
the
didn't do
stairs
that
again,
last time.
Closing the door to the basement behind you.
I think I picked up the knife last time. I think after that happened, I think we picked up the knife or something.
Why do I feel like
Or I
we've done
doubted
something
it.
terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
See, this is what I was talking about the very first time I played the game. Talking about, well, yep, you killed somebody. How you feel about yourself now, buddy?
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Alright, let's go.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
What about this is
You'll be
good?
happy.
Knowing what I know now, I'm just like, well, damn, that's crazy. But if this was my first, imagine if I had the type of mindset to not even question things. Because there's, I mean, with some things in the world, I don't, because it's like, I'm not going to stress myself out about something I can't control. But just in terms of like this, like, the game's called Slay the Princess, right? But it gives you all the options to do so many different things. Imagine my very first run, I'm like, oh, we're just here to slay a princess? Well, okay, I'm here to slay the princess, not questioning a single thing about why that is. And this happens, I'm like, brother, you told me we was going to save the world when we slayed that princess, and now I'm looking at the so-called end of the world you were talking about. It's literally in my face. We were in a world, and now we're just in vast void. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Nah, this is wild, bro.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Not you enforcing emotions upon me. This is so manipulative.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know what to, Let's save again. Let's save again. I'm already on my 3rd page, by the way. I gotta start being more picky about what I do. Or when I save, I should say.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
He's just telling us that we are for sure. I'm just trying to see my pathways here. Okay, maybe I'm not happy.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I guess.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Interesting. Interesting. But we got other things to do, so let's get out of this void, shall we?
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
You got irritated. Oh, the specter. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods,
Interesting.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Interesting. Okay, I think this is getting a little long. I think my VOD's getting a little long. So I'm gonna stop it here for now. But we're gonna pick up right back where we left off. And with that being said, Blues can do y'all. I'll see y'all next time. This game is fire! This game is fire!